Kwame Nkrumah's mausoleum. Kwame Nkrumah was the first president of Ghana, 1957. They gained their independence. I wanted to record an intro to this video that talks about the diversity of Ghana. There are skyscrapers and huge buildings all the way down to mud huts and that traditional African mentality that people have. But there's also business people, there's highly educated people, there's also very rural people, people who've never been to school. So as we talk about what the past 2 years have looked like, just keep in mind that Ghana is as diverse as America is. So what have I been doing for the past 2 years? Well, it definitely each day looked completely different, and I would say learning, because when you live in a different culture, you're constantly learning about the people and everything that's surrounding you. In the video ministry side of things, I definitely tranced around the bush, shooting all kinds of footage in different parts of the country, and I worked with our missionary families, and we had families all over the country, and so I would either somehow catch a ride or take public transport or sometimes drive my car to wherever they were and stay with them for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Live life with them wherever they lived, and they were all different situations. And we would go out, we would film, and then bring that footage back to the house, and I had just a very rustic editing system, editing bay in their house, wherever that they could give me in their house. And I would edit there. And after that, I would make DVDs at their house, however many they wanted, 10, 15, whatever, and print those out, and they had it ready to go. And then once I got back to Accra, I would upload it to YouTube, so you can check it out on YouTube. And while I was with the missionary families, I got to hang out with their families and be an aunt to a lot of the missionary kids, which was fun. I got to work with a lot of nationals in the media world and do some training. But I would say even through all of the different media jobs that I got to work with and learning leaps and bounds about videography, the most change probably happened in my heart. And I guess that happens no matter where you are. That's the way that God likes to work. The first year, God really worked on my heart to say, you're not defined by what you do. I'm going to use you to do video ministry, but that's not who you are. Who you are is because of me, and how you do what you do is more important to me than what you do. And that was just so freeing. And then this year, I really have been chewing on Isaiah 61:1 and just how that foretold the coming of Jesus and how He is the one who sets captives free, and He gives us freedom from things that we've put in our minds and done in our lives that are not healthy. And He wants that redemption for us. He works through His Spirit. He brings us back to wholeness and to the way that we were created to be. And I really have seen that happen specifically in my life this year in very specific areas. And you know, that's just invaluable. You're not going to take Jesus somewhere. He's already there. You know, God's already working all over the world, but you just hope that through your life and the way that you're living it, that people see something that's different and they know you well enough to say, well, that's not her, that's got to be something bigger. I get really excited about the next leg of the journey, and so far what that's going to look like for the next year. I'm going to continue to work with the Mission Society and continue to make videos for our missionaries all over the world. And I'll be based in Mississippi and go and travel and spend a couple weeks with each family at a time, and then come back here and edit the material, and then be able to send that out so that their supporters can continue to see how our amazingly huge God is working all over the world. So keep praying.
Jesus paid the price for me.